Today we're taking a look at Eufy's Video Doorbell. This is their battery-powered doorbell that shoots in 2K. It sounds like the best of both worlds, but is it really? That is what we're going to be taking a look at in today's video, so stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Steve from the YouTube channel Steve Does, and I want to thank you for joining me here at reviews.org. Today we're taking a look at Eufy. Now Eufy is a name that has really started to gain some popularity in home security. With every new product they bring out, they just seem to get better and better. And the biggest draw to Eufy is that there are no subscription fees. Everything is stored locally on the device or the hub that is kept in the house. Now that can be a concern if you're worried about your device getting stolen, but it can save a lot of money in monthly fees. Another big plus with Eufy products is their battery life. Their batteries usually last anywhere from 6 months all the way up to a year on a single charge. This device right here lasts 180 days on a single charge. Now that's going to vary depending on how busy the area is and how much traffic you're getting at your door, but 180 days on one single charge is awesome. Now a couple other things on the back of the box is that this device is weatherproof. It's got 16 gigs local storage. You get detailed notifications with the snapshot notification. I'll show you guys that a little bit later. And it works with your voice assistant like Google or Amazon. Flipping over to the side of the box, we can see some added features. We've got live view and recording history, instant notifications, multi-user access, so you can give other people access to this if you want to. Advanced AI detection. Now that is something that typically the big name companies charge you for through their subscription, but Eufy provides that for free. And what that is that it can detect if something is an object or person. So you can set it up to where it'll only notify you if it detects a person approaching your front door. The last two things on here is we've got activity zones and two-way audio. All right, now let's take a look at what comes in the box. All right, so here is what we have inside the box for the new battery-powered doorbell. It now comes with this new Base Station 2 version. It's nice and tiny. I really like the look of that. On the back, we've got power. We've got USB ports. Now, this USB port is just going to be for charging the camera. It is not for storage. We've got a network port, reset, and then we've got a sync button, which is also an alarm off button on the back there. We've got holes in the back here for, I'm assuming, the alarm, and then also on the bottom. We've got a power cable. We have got the USB cable for charging, network cable. We have got the doorbell itself. So here is the doorbell with a nice big button. Oh, and of course it's working. But if we look on the back here, we've got the mounts for the wiring. If you do want to wire this, we have a sync button, and then we also have the micro USB port back here. So I found that this was kind of tough to open up, but once you got it open up, there is the port back there for charging this device. Next up, we have the wall bracket. So you're gonna use this to screw into the wall wherever you're going to put that. And then this is just gonna lock in like that. We have got a 15-degree mounting bracket, so if you do need to turn it, you can turn it either way to get the desired angle that you want. We have got this key here, so this key is going to be used to remove the doorbell from this mounting bracket, and then we've also got a pack of screws with anchors and then also cable extensions. Okay, so let's take a look at the app, and I'll show you guys some of the features that this doorbell offers. I have the app loaded up right here. If you notice, the doorbell is on the very top, so we can click on the play button right in the center here. It's going to bring up a live view of the front door. Now, below that on the bottom, we can either hit that little camera looking icon to take a video, the scissors for a picture. We can hold it down the button to talk for the microphone. The next little comment thing there is going to be our pre-recorded voices. I'll show you guys how to set that up in a second. And then we also can mute or unmute the speaker on that end. So if we back out of there, and we're gonna click on the gear above the image here, this is gonna bring us into the camera settings. You can turn the camera on and off from here, set the watermarks, the LED light. If we scroll down, you can do motion detection, video quality. So let's take a look at that one. So we've got WDR up at the top. So if you're having problems seeing the images on the camera, you can enable the WDR feature. Streaming quality you can set, video encoding format, you can set that here too. You can set up streaming with the Alexa or Google displays. So in this option here, you can either have it go to the smartphone first or the smart display, whichever format you prefer first. So backing out of here, here's where you're gonna set up your quick responses. So this is a quick response that I manually set up. It also has 3 other pre-built-in quick responses. Backing out of there, you can do night vision, notifications. So with notifications, you've got 2 options. You can either have it notify you when the doorbell is pushed or when it detects motion. I like that both of those are different. So down here, you can select what kind of notification that you want. By default, it is include thumbnail, which is the one I prefer. So that way, when you get a notification, it's gonna have a thumbnail in there showing you what is actually happening at the front door. You can click on most efficiency. So what that's gonna do is it's just gonna send you a text right away. It's not gonna bother grabbing a thumbnail, uploading it, trying to send it to you. You're just gonna get a text notification right away. And then we also have the full effect. And what that's gonna do, it's gonna send you a text right away, letting you know something's happening at the door. Then it's gonna follow it up with a thumbnail of what's going on. So you're gonna get 2 texts in that one. For me, I don't care to know right away when something's happening, so I like the include thumbnail. Backing out of here, going to the settings, there's different sound settings, power manager. So from here, you're gonna be able to change the working mode of this camera. You can do either optimal battery life, you can do the optimal surveillance, or you can just set up the custom. Now in custom, what this is only really allowing you to do is to extend the length of the recording. So instead of maxing out at 60 seconds, you can go all the way up to 120 seconds. And what's nice is that they do have a feature that if it stops detecting motion, it'll just stop the recording early, which is really nice. Above that, you can see here the detection statistics. So battery percentage, days used. I actually really like those statistics right there if you want to go back in and take a look at those. Indoor chimes. So this is how you're going to set up your chimes. You can either use the existing chime that's in your house for your old doorbell if you had one wired up. If you don't, or if you also want to, you can set up the home base to set up a chime. So you can do that there. And we've also got the Amazon feature here. So if you have one of the Echo devices, you can use that as a chime also. Backing all the way out of the settings, going back to the home screen. If we look at the very bottom, you can click on things like events. So you can see all the events with all the cameras that you have set up. We have got security. So I'm gonna click on my home base too, and it's gonna give you different options for setting home, away, disarm, geofencing, schedules, different things like that. So you can have different modes and everything set up. And then we've got Explore, so that's just going to take you to their website for shopping for more things on their site. So one thing that I really love about the Eufy hubs is that they have built-in Wi-Fi. And the big benefit of that is I can put it now anywhere in my house. I can get this as close to my door as possible to make sure that the camera has the best signal to the space station and getting the best quality. If you're fortunate enough to have an Ethernet cable by your front door, then you can always plug it in through Ethernet, but the built-in Wi-Fi is just a great addition to the Eufy product. Okay, so because this doorbell is battery powered, I decided I'm gonna change things up a bit. And instead of putting this normally where I would where my doorbell is wired up, I'm actually gonna put this dead center of my door. So I'm gonna put this right underneath the peephole just to give it a different point of view. Now, because I am just doing this as a test, I am using double-sided sticky tape. I am not gonna drill holes into my door for a test. So if you see the 2 tabs sticking out, that is what it is. I used the double-sided sticky tape. With that said, let's take a look at what this camera can do. All right, we are testing out the Eufy security camera. This is their 2K image. I'm about 4 feet away from it right now. This is what it sounds like. One thing that is great about Eufy security cameras is their audio pickup. It is absolutely amazing. But what do you guys think of this audio and video test? Can you say bye? Bye. Bye. All right, we are back testing out the night vision. So this is what the night vision looks like. It is completely black. There is a street light down the way over there, but it is completely dark out here. Here is what the doorbell looks and sounds like with their night vision. What do you guys think? All right, so in conclusion, this is a battery-powered doorbell that can shoot up to 180 days on a single charge. It shoots in 2K resolution, has no subscription fees, and comes with all the features that pretty much all the other cameras come with. In my opinion, I think this thing is fantastic. I absolutely love this video doorbell and would recommend it to anybody looking for a great product. Now, if you guys want to know more about the Eufy Video Doorbell or any other doorbell, check out the link in the description below to reviews.org. If you guys want to see more from me, check out my channel, Steve Does, where I do a lot of smart home review and other tech videos. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. I want to thank you guys for joining me here at reviews.org, and I will see you in the next video.